Hey everybody, it's Jeff, Idiot of the Day. How you doing? Well, a little while ago I was challenged by Marie from the Perchards and just recently by Chris from Blame Chris. Um, at the time when Marie asked, I was a little bit busy, so I wasn't able to do it at the time. But you know what? Time's passed, and you know what? It's time to do it because once Chris asked, I thought, you know what? I've got to do this for Marie. Marie and Chris, they're two great people, and I've got to do this. So, anyways, they challenged me to do this thing called 10 random things, 10 random facts about me. So, you know what? Let's dive in. Let's get this done. So, the first one, do I have any piercings or tattoos? Well, in fact, I've got both. Uh, you know, goofy me when I was in my early 20s, 21, 22, and I was going to college. I thought, oh, it'd be cool, you know, just like all the rock stars, get myself an earring. Well, you know what? I've got it. You may be able to see the hole still in the ear. I haven't had it in since 25, 26, 27 years ago. I had it for about 2 or 3 months, and then I let it fill in. I thought it was real awesome, cool at that time, but anyways, not so much. So that's one, and the other is the tattoos. I don't know if you can see that. Got a Celtic knot. I got that about 12 years ago, back in 2005. So anyways, I'm proud of that one. I really like that. I'd like to extend it, but that's what I have. Just one tattoo. One tattoo. Uh, one one hole in the ear that I was stupid and look what happened. But anyways, it's over with. So number two, family. Well, I'm sure everybody knows my immediate family is my wife Jo, my son Ethan, and my daughter Jenna. I have a mom and I had a dad. He passed away back in 2015, and he had a massive stroke. And like I always said to my mom, you know, you know, we miss him, but if you're gonna go, unfortunately, that was a quick way. And you know what? But we miss him. So yes, and I have a brother that lives down in the States in Illinois. So that's my family. And let's see what else we have. Something I failed at. Well, you know what? I imagine we all fail at stuff. But the one thing that I did fail at, I went to college a couple times. The first time around, you know what? That went well. And then the second time around, I decided I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wasn't working in the field that I graduated in the first time. So I thought I'll go back and take business. You know, my dad was a banker. I thought, you know what, that's a smart thing. I'll be get into marketing and business, accounting. Well, I took about a year of that, and definitely not for me. You know what, but like my dad always said, you know what, you're not failing. You always do something. All the knowledge in the world is something in your back pocket. So it wasn't a failure in my opinion, but anyways, I guess if that's what you want to call failure, but I don't call it a failure, just some experience in the back pocket. Let's see, number four, something I can do with my body. You don't want to know. I really don't know. I couldn't think of this one. I was thinking, what can I do with my body? I don't know if I'm double jointed, but I can do this with my fingers. I can do it with kind of all my fingers and stuff like that. I'm kind of double jointed, I guess. I don't know if that's honest. I can't do anything else. That's about the funnest thing I can do with my body. Number five, something sentimental value. Something sentimental value. Something my kids gave me when they were little. You know, when they were in preschool and daycare. I have tons of things, but that's probably the most sentimental things, and also something my dad gave me after he passed away. I knew down the road what would be coming, and I have something from him, a watch and stuff. But anyways, I won't show that. But yeah, that's probably a real sentimental thing and stuff like that from him. Favorites, number six, favorite subject in school. Definitely history, 100% history. If I went to university, I went to college, but had I went to university, I would have loved to take in history. Now, the funny thing is, my brother, he followed in those footsteps, and he went on and got his honors in history in university, and all goes from there. But yeah, that would have been my favorite subject by far, is history. And it's funny because my wife's always like, "What's this good for?" It may not be good for anything, but it's something that I loved. So history for sure. Number 7. Have you ever had surgery? Surgery, nothing major, but I guess in my 30s, I guess, early 30s, I guess, had my tonsils and adenoids. So that's about the only surgery I had, so nothing major. Never broken anything, nothing fantastic going on there, but surgery, adenoids, and tonsils. So that's it. Let's see here. Number 8. Who's your best friend? Well, since 85, 34 years. My friend Ed, we met in grade 10. I moved from Toronto when I was a teenager, and we moved up to a small town. We went from about 2.5, 3 million people, a city that size, to about a little small town of 5,000 people. And for the first 3 years, I didn't have a lot of friends. It's a small farming community, so I didn't know a lot of kids. They had all had their friends by that time. So by grade 10, I think I was about 15. I met my best friend that, we've been best friends since 1985, so 34 years ago. Actually, it's 34 years just last month in February. And Ed and I have been best friends, somebody I can count on, I'll always count on. He's a brother as far as I'm concerned. My family always treated him and felt that he's one of their brothers and stuff like that, one of the family. And my wife and kids, my kids call him uncle, and my wife considers him, I imagine, a brother as well. He used to come every weekend for years, and then he ended up getting married and had a little girl. And a wonderful family he has. But I always know, if I need him, I can count on him. And back in 2005, I went through a divorce, and that's tough times. And that you go through where I just had we'd had a little girl. She was 2 years old, so that was hard. And right from the get-go, once he was there, him and another friend were there the very next day for me. So yeah, very, very good friend. I know I can count on the rest of my life. And that best man at one of my weddings, and always my best friend, Ed. You're the best, buddy. Number 9, something I'm not good at. Well, I'm sure everybody knows that. I'm not Mr. Fix. I can't fix things for life of me. When I watch some of the channels that repair and fix things up. And some of the guys that have the recycling and scrapping channels, I always joke and tell them, I love watching because I can't do that. Now, years ago, when I had the house years ago, put the floor in, did some renovations in the house and stuff. But that was from ex-father-in-law helped me. But my dad helped me build sheds and stuff like that. I can do it. It's just sometimes I need a little help. But I'm not the guy. If you give me the blueprints, I'll probably be the rest of my life looking at the blueprints. But yeah, you can set anything you can set your mind to, you can do. I don't care what it is. But sometimes people need assistance, and I'm definitely one of them. Number 10, something interesting people may not know about me. Something interesting people may not know about me. I have to think about that. I may have talked about it before in one of the lives, I don't know. But about, what was it, 1987, I went off to college after high school. And that year I love music. I'm sure everybody knows that. And, I met up a fella in the first few months, and he ran the radio station at the college that I went to. And, we became friends, and he said, let's have you come in on the Friday and try out. So I went in for radio DJ hosting on Friday afternoons. Now, I did it between, was it 1:30 and 2:30 Friday afternoons. Everybody was gone. But they broadcast it on the radio and throughout the college. So I did that for a year and had fun. I imagine everybody would never believe it in a million years. But yeah, it was a radio, not a radio, a college radio DJ. I did a stint for a year and had a blast. But I don't think anybody was listening. But anyways, those are the 10 interesting random facts about me. And I should challenge the next person. So I'm going to challenge, hopefully, may want to do this, but I'm going to challenge Dawn from Seven's Enough. You don't have to do it, Dawn, but it would be great if you did. You know what? I'm sure everybody would love to know 10 interesting facts about you and your channel. So yeah, Dawn from Seven's Enough. I'll put her name and channel name in the credits below. And like I said, we're 80 of the day. I'm Jeff. If you liked what you saw here, hit the subscribe, and there's a notification. If you hit the notification, tap it, or whatever you want to do to it, you get notified for our lives and videos. Anyways, that's it for today, but thanks everybody for coming. I truly appreciate it, each and every one of you. Great day, everybody.